Hello everybody. This is just a quick video about the problem that I encountered today and how I solved it. I was sorting things out and editing things a little bit, and I encountered this image, which is a little bit still too dark for my tastes, and for just a quick easy edit, sometimes I use Aurora HDR for that. So I opened Aurora HDR. I dragged the file in there, and then as you see here, Aurora HDR knows that I took this image using an exposure compensation of 1.7 stop, because the image is actually with a bright sky in the background. The problem is that now Aurora think that the image is actually overexposed by 1.7 stop. So when I created an HDR image, Aurora assumed that my picture was overexposed by 1.7 stops. So I want to edit that Exif file to trick Aurora to think that actually the image is taken without exposure compensation. I went to Lightroom, and actually it's not possible to do it there. So I searched around a little bit, and the easiest and cheap, because it's free, way to do it is actually to use the Exif file tool. So I already opened the website of the software here. It's called exiftool.org. So if you are a Windows user, to change the Exif file data is actually very easy, because there is a graphic interface version of the Exif tool called Exiftool GUI. So just go and download it, and then change the Exif data that you want to change. Very easy and straightforward. But because I use Mac, I have to use the command line version, because there is no GUI version for Mac. So go and download the Exiftool package DMG file. Save the file. It's very light program. It's already done. And then install the package. Just double click on it. Then it will tell you where to install it. Go and continue, install, enter your password, and then now it's successfully installed, and I can get rid of the installation file. So to use the Exif file tool, you will have to open terminal windows. It is very easy. Don't get scared because it's a terminal window or because it's a command line. Actually, it's just one sentence with just about 40 characters, so nothing to worry about. Just go to the folder where you have your pictures. So in Mac, you type in CD. My picture is in pictures, change exposure. And then if you want to check what's in that folder, you can just type ls to list the file. So I have indeed here the picture 1 and picture 2 that I want to change. So just type now Exiftool, and then what do we want to do? We want to change the exposure compensation. So type dash exposure compensation, and then what value do you want to give it? I give it value 0 so that Aurora think that the image is taken without exposure compensation. And then the name of the image, it is picture1.jpg, and then press enter, and then it's done. Now if you go to the Finder, you will see that now the Exiftool created another file called picture1.jpg underline original. That is your original image, just in case you made the wrong change. And the picture1.jpg is actually now altered. So let's have a look at it. I open again Aurora HDR, drag there the image, and there you go. Now the exposure compensation value is 0, it's not 1.7. So now I can create an HDR from that image. And yeah, I kind of like this look called bright landscape. And there you go. I have now a bright image that I like actually. Can even add a little bit of exposure if I want to. Then export it. So export as JPEG picture1 brighter. Click save, and then it should arrive here now. There you go. So let's compare the original. That is the original image. Make it full screen, and that is now brighter HDRized image. You might also not want to have this a backup file, which, by the way, if you want to change it into a JPEG, you just need to remove that dot there, put a JPEG extension at the end. Yes, use JPEG instead, and then you have your original file. So now let's say that you don't want actually to have this backup file. It's also very easy. You just need to tell Exiftool to do so. Our Exiftool is the same command as before. Exposure compensation equal null. And then what else do we want to do? We also want Exiftool to overwrite the original, right? So that there is no backup file. And then here I will change it a little bit, how to import the pictures there. Instead of typing the name, let's say your image is buried down to several folders, you don't know how to travel there. What you can do is actually just copy the file, then paste it in terminal, and terminal will paste the link, not the image per se. Then press enter, and voila, it did not create the backup file. Let's open it in Aurora HDR. Don't save it, it's already done. open with Aurora HDR. Again, the exposure was corrected now. So Aurora think that now the image is taken without exposure compensation. And that's it for today, and until next time then, bye.